everyone, my name is Alaika and this is Kenneth. We're both students here in France and we're both taking masters.
Bonjour.
So a lot of the people I know have been asking me how I actually arrived here in France and how I got to study, because I think it's not very common for Filipino students to go to France, to take their masters. Usually for us,
You just go to Asia.
Yeah, it's in Asia, it's in the US, or
Just in the
Philippines, or it's in the UK, or in any English-speaking country. Bakit nga ba tayo nandito? Why are we here?
Travel.
Well, travel goals
Sorry,
ahead.
Manila.
Anyway, going back to our degrees,
Mhm.
I think we should talk about it at first. So for me, I currently live in Clermont-Ferrand. This is where I go to school, and I am currently taking a double master's in
Go na.
Clermont. No, initially it was just for the Grande École program, so it's the 2-year master's in management, and then eventually I was qualified to take a double degree, which is the Master of Science in Business Intelligence and Analytics.
Aray ko, sakit sa iyo.
Wow! Wag ka!
Aray ko.
No,
sakit
but
sa iyo.
actually I think it's a very cool course. I mean, if pupunta na lang man tayo in other countries, I just think that we might as well take advantage of the different programs that are not available in our home countries. I don't think there's
Yeah,
there's
because
a VIA.
kung kukuha ka lang naman din ng master na available in your country, I mean, what's the point of going abroad, right?
Exactly.
So, mas maganda yung ma-expose ka.
Yeah. And maybe if meron man, I mean, at least for business intelligence and analytics, I would think that it's gonna be a very expensive school, and maybe it will just add up,
So like-
parang pareha lang. So I might as well go to another country and experience a different culture, learn a different language. Ang cool kaya ng may mga alam kang ibang lengguwahe other than your own, right? So now I think I have an intermediate level in French, and
For me,
that's
I'm just
very-
basic,
I've been here since August 2018, and since then, ang dami-dami nang nangyari sa life ko actually. I kept promising to my friends that I'm gonna make a vlog, but no, I was too lazy to do it, and he was my motivation! Yeah. So, enough about me, Kenneth. Do you want to talk about your program?
Hi guys, I'm Kenneth Tua. I am an architect. Wow! Oh my god!
Architect!
So, So technically, nung pumasa ako ng board exam last July 2019, it was actually also a blessing that I got the Erasmus Mundus scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
So it was in April 2019, and the funny thing is, hindi ko na-expect makakapasa ako. Kasi my friend just told me about this program, and nag-try lang ako mag-apply. And back then, I was reviewing for my board exam, and I was a government employee also. So my program is like a quintuplet? Charot.
Sure, quintuple talaga.
Okay, how do you say?
siya na.
Basta,
Diba?
basta after you graduate, after 2 years, you will get 5 degrees, master degrees. It's joint master degree.
Siya na.
So, di ba, kung mag-take ka ng master, might as well.
Damihan mo na.
Damihan mo na.
The more, the merrier.
So, yun nga, parang my first semester is in France, then I'll be going to Portugal. So ngayon, I'm just waiting for another week, and then I'm flying to Portugal. And then afterwards, Romania, then Italy.
Social ng friend ko.
Ang hirap din mag-adjust, guys. So,
Buhay Erasmus,
Buhay
traveling the
Erasmus.
world,
So
daming
that's
languages.
Erasmus Mundus. Oh yeah, my scholarship is about heritage management. Yeah, so medyo nosebleed.
The next question is, how the hell do we survive here? We're students. We're supposed to be poor. I don't know.
Actually.
Yeah, we're supposed to be poor. We don't have a lot of money as students. So how do we fund our stay here in France? And knowing that France is actually one of the most expensive countries in the world. So as for me, originally I didn't have any form of scholarship. I was my grandma's scholar. That's the truth. Like, for those of you who have read my vlog, I was talking about how my family was the one who gave me the opportunity to actually go here. Otherwise, I wouldn't take my master's. So, but that only applied for my first year, and obviously I didn't depend on my parents or my family for that entire year. I had my side job as well. So for those of you who do not know, I also write for a living. and I do content for different companies. And now I actually have a proper job.
Bong.
I say a proper job because it's a stable source of income already. While I'm taking my double masters, I also work at a company here in Clermont. I work for Michelin, and I do their automation work for their data and their pricing data basically. And it's so far wala lang, ang saya. And so eto nga, it's a unique program din here in France. You're kind of a scholar but not really. So I'm in the alternance program. It's basically an apprenticeship program where the company pays for your studies, and at the same time they also pay you a salary. So I'm very honored to actually get it at the moment, because it's such a rare opportunity, and I feel like most international students are very afraid to try their shot at this kind of opportunity. But then, because they think it's only for French-speaking people, mind you guys, like when I applied, my French level was here. It was all just about ça va.
Et toi?
Je suis
Je
une
m'appelle-
étudiante l'ESC. Je suis en master, and my accent was very terrible. But then they gave me a shot, and I'm so happy for that. So that's how I'm surviving at the moment. And Kenneth has a scholarship, so I'm gonna let him talk about how he manages to do his day-to-day expenses.
I mean, so when you get a joint master degree, you're supposed to move a scholarship. So technically, you really don't get to pay anything at all. I mean, bago ka punta ng France, or kung ano man yung start in European country mo, first you need to shell out some money, but it will be reimbursed. Like, kasi for example, there are lots of scholars around the world, and the funding university will not send you money in your home country. So you need to fund it first, like for example, the flight tickets. Or for me, I also enrolled in a French language course before going to France. And pagdating naman dun, they will pay you back of everything that you used. And yeah, I get funding, so everything that I use, lahat ng pera ko, yung living expense, rental, I mean, like, pati yung tuition fee, basta lahat sila nagbabayad. And in Erasmus, they really encourage you to travel and study. And it's not about all studying, it's more of your global citizenship. So that's really cool. So if you really want something na syempre pag Filipino ka, ayaw mong gumastos, diba? So you need to find.
That's true.
I mean, you will not go abroad if gagastos ka. I mean, willing ka lang gumastos kapag alam mong everything is ano. And mind you, I'm not a top student back in the Philippines. I'm just someone na masipag magtakbo na application, more on extracurricular person ako. So yeah, it's really open for everyone.
Yeah, it's the same for me. I wasn't a cum laude or anything.
Yeah, never ako naging cum laude. Malapit na, pero
Yeah.
never.
But I was very active in orgs as well.
Oui.
So, yeah.
So that's it.
That's how we funded it. How did we apply to these programs? I think for the both of us, it's a very different process because he is an Erasmus student and I'm just a regular master student. So for me, in a nutshell, how I applied was, first, I just made sure that I knew what the requirements were for the visa, for the student visa.
Mm-hmm.
And because one of the requirements was an acceptance letter to a school, it was time to search for school. And it really depends on what kind of person you are, what your preferences are.
Yep, what course.
Yeah, what course. So most students, they usually go for the bigger cities here in France. They go to Paris. Yeah, they go to Lyon, they go to Toulouse. So these are where the famous schools are.
But it's very competitive.
It's very competitive, it's very expensive, and most of all, because for example, big cities like Paris, it's the tendency is you will find people from your own country, so you will not mingle anymore with the other nationalities. Or maybe if you do mingle, you're just gonna go with the English-speaking people. So sobrang tempting siya. But in my case, that's where my preferences boil down to. I wanted to search for a city that was not Paris, that was not a big city. Not that I had anything against Paris. I love Paris actually. It's one of my favorite cities?
Mais, c'est très cher.
C'est très cher.
Très cher.
Très cher mean it's very expensive there. I have family there, which would not be a problem for me. Pero still though, if you want to have the full experience, might as well choose another city you've never heard of. I've never heard of Clermont-Ferrand before, and I looked it up. It had this beautiful Gothic, like black Gothic cathedral. So that made me want to go here. I'm like, oh my god, it looks exactly like the Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast movie. It was so nice, and it was like I was very influenced by the books that I've read, like the setting, the French countryside. So here in Clermont, I thought that it will make me move closer to the French culture and the French language. So that's why I applied for University Clermont. Normally, like French schools, they have an application process on the website, and how I did it was 2 steps actually. It's supposed to be 3, but I don't know. But for me, it was just 2. You apply on the website, you write your essay, and then they contact you for a video interview. And so I got a video interview, and after that, I think after a few weeks or months, after a month probably, I received my acceptance letter and I was so happy. So USC Clermont is not bad. It's not the top business school in France,
But
it's still in one of the QS World University ranked schools, and also it's ranked in the Financial Times here in
5 star.
in Europe, and it has good accreditation. So I'm like, okay, why not? So that's why I decided to go here, and so far, I didn't regret my decision.
Yeah. Medyo yung double chin natin lumalabas.
Yung double chin natin. Sorry guys, this is such an unflattering
No,
angle.
it's a very natural.
Ang mean mo. Sige na. Sige na nga. How do you apply? How do you become an Erasmus student? Tell us.
I was in this short scholarship program in Singapore, and I met this fellow delegate. She's a Filipino, and I was looking for a master, and she told me, how about try this naman? So nag-try lang ako, and during that time, I was in a government, the Pasig River Rehabilitation Commission, and I was just doing my normal day job, and naisipan ko lang ayusin yung application ko since I have some vacant time. And little did I know na nakapasa ako. And nakaka-stress dun kasi hindi ko actually alam kong may French. It was both in French and English as an instruction, but I didn't know that it was really gonna be that hard. And yeah, for me I didn't write a paper, it's just the motivational letter, I think, and the normal way of how to apply, and voila, nakapasok ako. And actually ko na-expect. Nalaman ko yung lumabas yung balita na nakapasok ako. I was currently reviewing for a board exam. So I really hindi ko na-grasp yung total victory experience. Kasi kailangan ko basta ng board exam. Kasi I have this goal na...
Yeah, you were stressed and happy at the same time.
Yeah, stressed and happy at the same time. I have this goal na kailangan makapasa muna ako ng board exam. So that's it. It's really simple. And I can really say na magkakatalo lang kayo on how will you, kung gaano ka kasipag magtakbo ng requirements. Kasi technically, getting a TOR, transcript of records, a new birth certificate, a visa, God, it's not easy. It's like, talagang back and forth ka.
Buti na lang pala sobrang fairly ko sa mga admin staff
yes,
sa university namin. So it was such a breeze for me.
Yeah, good personality, good manners really do matter.
GMRC ka pala.
GMRC.
Good manners and right conduct.
Yes.
So
Hindi, kasi when I go back to my school, University of Santo Tomas, I'm very proud. God, anyways, when I go back to my college, when I ask for a recommendation letter, and for all the necessary requirements, it was so fast. I just got everything on the same day because I was able to create good relationship and connections with the school. You always should have this mindset na parang if you really want something, kahit na wala pa doon, parang isipin mo na parang mangyayari to kasi totoo nga yung the word conspiracy. Wow!
So for now, that's it.
We need to make a conclusion.
Yeah.
Kasi we need to
We need to
eat somewhere.
There you go. We talked about how we ended up here. What else? Like how we are funding ourselves at the moment and how to apply to different schools in France. So just don't hesitate to leave a comment below.
Wow! Vlogger!
Vlogger talaga. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below if you have questions and I will try my best to answer it. Or yeah, hit like and subscribe, I guess. I don't know.
No, really. If you have questions, ask her because I'm just staying here just for a week, you know.
Yeah.
So just chat please, like.
Bye guys, and see you in our next vlog. Ciao.
Boom. Boom.